Hey everybody, Charlie902 here, and welcome back to The Witness. This is a bit of a different episode. We'll call it a bonus episode. I mentioned earlier through my playthrough of The Witness that I would watch a video with all of the EV or environmental puzzle endings. And as we can see here, there's 135 obelisk puzzles on this YouTube video that I'm watching. And yeah, shout out to the YouTube channel that is running this. They are Team Place. They have 120 subscribers. You guys go subscribe to Team Place. Hopefully we can help that out. And anyway, we're going to watch this and we're going to just kind of talk about it and relive some of the moments of The Witness and react to some of these EV puzzles that I really did not have the patience nor the motivation to find all of them. So video's starting. And let's see how this goes. It's about an hour. I'll try to fast forward as much as I can. Oh, select one or click here to watch all. You know what? Can we click here? Will it let us do it? No, it won't. I don't think I have it enabled. So we should be able just to go forward. All right, so we did find this one. I believe there are probably multiples of this windmill, but we found one of them for sure. They're probably all the clock-looking ones on the obelisk, as you can see in the bottom right there. So this one's a bit further back, it looks like. Ride all the way around. Down to the bottom. And then come back up. Yeah, I figured there was multiple in this windmill. One more on the windmill here. And I will put a link to this video in the description below, so be sure to go check it out and give them credit where credit is due. I did not create this. I'm merely reacting to it. By request, by the way. You guys asked for this. Ah, here's one in the sand. I did not see this one for sure. Cool. Nice little easy one. Looks kind of like a worm or a snake there. By the way, my wife has like a phobia of worm, snake-like, centipede-like objects and animals, so she would not do well with that. I believe we found that one. There's probably a bunch more on this facade and the ground here that I did not find. You have to stand at the right perspective. There's another one. It would be helpful if in the game you could bring that picture up from the obelisk, like that's in the bottom right here, and then kind of walk around with that just to kind of help you look for these. I think that would have been a nice quality of life kind of upgrade. I'm anxious to see also if unlocking these or completing an obelisk does something, or if it's just completion for completion's sake. All right, now we're underground. I think we saw some down here. I don't think I took the time. Yeah, I remember seeing that shadow to the left there. That one. Yeah, I was not standing at the right angle to do it, but I did see it. Okay. And the symbols do show you which angle to look from, too. I did find this one. So this is all in the desert. Does the windmill count as the desert? I guess it does. They're all linked to that obelisk, right? I found this one. easy enough. I think you can make an L shape too with it. There it is. You have to get to the right vantage point for it. Okay. Ah, this is a cool one. I did not see this one. I like that one. That one's pretty cool. Once again, good use of perspective. This is, I believe this is the first one that I found that let me even realize that these were such a thing. And man, that feels like so long ago where I actually made that connection. I tell you what, the game The Witness had a whole lot more episodes than I expected to actually play. All right, here's one I saw. I can't even speak correctly. I saw this one, and I believe I actually completed this one, if I'm not mistaken. The boat ones are where it just turned off for me. I'm just like, oh, come on, really? I gotta go left and right, and yeah, that just kind of killed my motivation for getting these. Kudos for putting that in there, though. I believe I got this one. I got the reflection. And like I said, I think if I had took the time and really buckled down and attempted to find all of these, I probably could have. But I gotta be honest, it just didn't seem fun to me. I know for some people, especially the completionists of you out there, this is kind of like, you have to do it. You gotta go find all of these. But for me, it's kind of like when you have these open world games that have all these MacGuffins that you gotta go find, all these collectibles that really just seem to be like padding. And I'm not saying that's the case with The Witness, that it's padding or anything. It's actually a core part of the gameplay, but it gave me the feeling as if I was doing those padding type missions to make the game seem longer. I feel like if there was like 3 or 4 well hidden but yet significant ones per area, I think that would be fine, but I think there's just way too many of these. Alright, what did they do? Why did they do that doorway? I did this one. I found this one. This was back when I thought these were going to be a lot more significant than they were. Alright, so that's the desert. Now we are at... I don't know what this is called. Woodland? Quarry? We'll see. I can't click. I don't have the cards active, so just after a few seconds, it's going to go to all of them. There we go. Quarry. Okay. Good guess. All right. First one are these little beams. I did not see this one. Pretty cool use of perspective there. Got it. Yeah, some of these I would have probably not found for a very, very long time. All right, so we're changing the placement here. Ah, I see the shadow creates the end of that. Cool, cool. By the way, I know what I'm going to play next, so those of you who are faithful enough to watch this video, thank you so much. I know a lot of you will probably skip this one, and I gotta be honest, I don't blame you. But a promise is a promise, and I said I would do it, so I will. But I think I'm gonna play The Looker next. I think the time is right. The game just came out. It's kind of a parody on The Witness, so I feel like it makes perfect sense to play it next, right? So that'll be the next game I play, so be prepared for the first episode of The Looker to be coming out tomorrow from the release of this video. This one I tried to do this way. It just didn't seem to work. Maybe I didn't try to drag it as I was going down. I believe I was of the mindset when I attempted this that you could not move while in motion, and I was trying to get a solid perspective to do it all in one drag. Now, we did see this one on the ground, but for some reason I couldn't click it. I don't know why. Maybe I just wasn't standing at the right place. But yes, we actually saw this one quite a few times. I made reference to it. We did do this one. I remember this pipe here. All the way down and back. Pretty cool. Did we do this one? I remember seeing this one. I don't know if I actually did it or not. I think I did because we waited. Yeah, we had to wait for this elevator and then travel up on it. So yes, we did do this one. And thank you, YouTube video, for skipping through or fast forwarding through some of the slower parts. All right, here's one. Nice. The other direction, got it. I believe we did that as well. Oh, that's a cool one. I don't think I would have easily seen that one. And you could probably also go down as well. So there's probably two of them here. Yep. So that's a 2-for-1 right there. Oh, and the obelisk is right above it too. And where are we at now? We're in the town on the tower. Oh, there's a pathway on that bridge there. Nice, nicely done. Okay, now we're looking towards the castle. Oh, you can get the flowers to line up. I saw vague hints of paths there, but I never really, like, tried to get it to line up. Okay. Where are we looking now? Purple. Yep, purple flowers will line up if you stand in just the right spot. All right, that's it for the quarry. Where are we off to next? Where is this? This, it looks like it has lines on the mazes that we did, so this must be fort? Treehouse. So yeah, we could have come up and actually drawn lines on all of the paths that we made. So that's 4 fairly easy ones. It was almost too simple that I didn't even think to do it, if that makes any kind of sense, because we physically traced those lines by walking on those pathways, and then we came up here and overlooked it, but I didn't think to trace them again with my EV perspective tracing ability that sends particles of light to an obelisk. Right? Like, who wouldn't have thought to do that? See the ship over there. I know there's one that you got to ride the boat around the ship to get to. That might be part of this treehouse obelisk. So there's 2 here. So that's 4 or 5 that you can get just right here. Well, I don't know if you can go under that pathway. Oh, you got to move around to where you can. Okay. I see. And can we... Ooh, yeah, we can trace a path here. 23 in this area. That's a lot, but we did just trace 5 in one area. And here's more paths. Wow, it goes all the way up. All the way around. Okay, I didn't expect it to go that far. I guess if you were to look at it, if you look at the symbol in the lower right, you would kind of see, hey, this has to be part of the 4 hedge mazes. I think we did this one, right? The shadow? If not, we did a shadow. That doesn't look like the same shape. We did this one. I remember because we had to stand so that we could trace it correctly. What are we at, 9 now? All right. I remember coming over here. Did we trace this again from up here? I think we looked down and saw it. And this was a perspective Easter egg as well. You see the image from standing on that path. Ah, you gotta use the bottom of the ship. I think I saw the buoy and was trying to figure out how to line it all up. Okay, so you have to wait for it to turn. Okay. So the ship is where the bottom was. I was standing on the ship looking at the buoy. Okay, we gotta move the path around. Thank you for fast forward. Move the path over. Move this path over. I don't think I ever went back and solved that one puzzle that I missed here. I kind of just jumped over the end. Okay, this is new. Ah, you can draw underneath. That one takes a lot to kind of line up. Cool, okay. That one's more creative than some of the other ones. I think your hint would just be that ball of color in the tree. Alright, fold it up, move it. Oh, it's folded over top of each other. I didn't even know that was possible. Okay, we're gonna go straight. No, we're gonna go to the right. Why are you drawing that if it's already to the right? Just to show us to move it to the right? I guess so. Okay, so there's a longer one. And you gotta be on the ground for that one too. These look like a pain in the butt. I'm gonna be honest on that one. These voids are probably lines. Yep. Yep, they are. So there's a few of those, I'm sure, here. Yeah, I gotta be honest, about midway through my playthrough, I made a conscious decision that I wasn't gonna worry about these environmental puzzles. So there's a lot of times I passed what my mind would tell me is possibly one, but I did not investigate just because I wanted to complete the main puzzles. And that's okay. We don't have to 100% everything that we play. At some point, if a video game... Whoa! You can go in the ship? Okay, I didn't realize that. But what I was saying is, if at some point a video game stops being fun and starts to become work, then what's the point? I'm not saying we should quit at any little sign of struggle or distress, but like if it becomes tedious and you're just doing it just for the motions, then it's not genuine at that point. Right? I think so. Okay, so there's quite a few cracks in the ship that have become environmental puzzles. This is a more interesting one. The voids in these cables or ropes. I like that. I like the ones that require lining up objects that seem to have no relation. To me, that's more interesting and fun. And look, you can do the reverse of that, or the negative of that. That's more fun than the ones that, like on top, where it was just the voids in the cracks of the boat. That seems not as fun. And these colored lines that are clearly on the sides of these buildings and fortresses that you have to ride the boat around, that's not fun either. But the ones where there's like, hey, there's this beam that's laying on the ground, you know, hundreds of meters away from the start point or end point, and if you stand at just the right point, they kind of line up together and create something new. To me, that's a little more interesting. Wow, we have to run all the way over here. You have to send the boat there. Woof. Okay. No, see, come on. I'm hoping there's only one instance of that. So now what, do we gotta ride the side of the boat to another point? Yes. Yeah, no, come on, that's tedious. That's super tedious. Creative, yes, I will give you that. That one is creative, but hopefully that's the only one you have to do that for. Alright, now we're doing the side of the ship. We've seen this one. We didn't do it because we were coming the opposite direction. But yeah, this one, you got to go all the way around the ship with it. He's going to slow down every time they got to do the little jump. Or they are going to slow down every time they have to do the little jump. And up and down, around. Front portion of the ship. I'll line up here. Can you imagine if you miss one of the jumps, you gotta go start all the way over with this? Ugh. This one's way more in depth than some of the other ones. Keep on going. We've just now made it about halfway through. Man, yeah, that one's involved. Right, and oh, so they're colored too. Are they all colored the same color based on the obelisk they're on? No, because that was green, and here this one's going to be like a golden color, right? Whoa, this one does this silhouette up there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that one's golden. So the color, I guess, doesn't mean anything. That's the treehouse. I don't know how many obelisks there are. We've done, what, 3 or 4? Oh my god. Where is even this? Mountain? River. River obelisk. Now, it's at the base of the mountain, which is why I assume that's what it was called. So, we're in the bamboo forest. There is a void above. Okay. So maybe I would have found that one. I think if you see the circle portion, you'd be like, ah, this might be one. There's another view. I wonder if you could see those from above, or do you not get a good enough vantage point on those? I don't know. Alright, what else do we have? River. The river's super obvious. I remember somebody said in a comment that this is kind of like your introduction to these environmental puzzles, seeing that river right beside the diagram of that same river. I knew there was going to be one in the clouds. I knew it. I called it. Man, you gotta wait a long time for it to be just perfect, huh? I knew there would be one in the clouds, but I just didn't know where or when. Alright, where are we at? We're in the color room. Ah, we can see outside through the green, and it makes it in a solid color. Okay. I missed that for sure. Another one. Is it the opening? No, it's downstairs. Right there. You know what? I think I did that one, if I'm not mistaken. Could be mistaken. I may have missed that. There's one in here? Oh. Once again, it's the pathway. Notice that there's not a set design for that in the bottom right, because there are multiple solutions to that same puzzle. Same thing here. So yeah, once again, I didn't think to trace the paths that I had already traced by walking them. are traced on the puzzles and then walk them. So he's going to draw one out of every exit, I assume, and then we're going to trace every exit. Or are they just showing us the solution to this one? Okay. Maybe that's an alternate solution. I don't remember if that's the solution I came up with or not. Once again, back on the bottom. And yes, it's another solution to trace. 28 on this one. A ton. Too many, in fact. All right, I found some of these. I don't think I found them all, but I found some of these up here. And then there's one... Oh, we've jumped down here. I see on the bottom there now. Once again, you got to get to the right vantage point for that. Looks like there's a couple down there that you can do. You just have to move this around correctly. Okay, that makes sense. Right back up here. And yes, there's another one you can do now. But you gotta go quickly before that cuts it off. Yep. Ooh, and then there's a big one on the outside to the right there. This one we saw, I don't think we traced it, but we kind of saw it line up for a second. Well, it goes further than I thought, so yeah, we definitely didn't trace it, but I did see it. Where are we at now? We're on the mountain. We did see this one. I remember doing this one. I think I stopped an episode here just so I would remember to do this one on the next episode. And there appears to be two you can fork off from this. Now where are we at? We're on the side of the mountain. Ah, plants. I did not see this one. And by the way, those of you still watching, kudos. I appreciate it. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these reaction type videos. Obviously, I prefer to play through a game and not be spoiled by anything, but if I'm done with the game and there's some extra content that you would like to see, is this a sufficient way to handle that? A bonus episode of me watching a playthrough or walkthrough and then just commentating on it? If so, let me know in the comments. If you hate this, you probably still aren't watching it at this point, but also let me know that in the comments as well. And I will adjust accordingly. Also, my opinion obviously factors heavy into this too. It's not difficult to make content such as this, but I do feel a little guilty using someone else's content. So once again, make sure you at least go give them a subscribe and a like for me. For watching this and providing this content, because I did not have the patience or the time to do this. So, okay, shadow one. I did not see this one or do this one. Pretty cool. The ones underwater I did with the color gradient. Ah, look at this one, back of the boat. Looks like could possibly do this in the reflection as well. Could be wrong. And like always, any type of suggestions for how to better my channel, I am 100% open to. Oh, I see this one on the side here. I've been running my channel for a little over a year now. And I've averaged about 1 subscriber a day. And you know what? I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to continue my channel. And if I don't have 1,000 subscribers in 1,000 days, well, then maybe it's not meant to be. But I think I will. I think at some point the channel will snowball once I catch the algorithm just right. And then I'll be able to focus a little bit more on the channel and provide a little bit more attention on editing and content, and maybe get a little bit better quality content and edits out. Also, while we're there, that was a cool one with the shadow, by the way. I saw this one in the water. I think I got this one, to be honest. I don't remember if I missed it or not, but I think I did. Oh man, I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something else about content on the channel. Oh yeah, I remember now. Widescreen or 4K? Are either one of those something that would interest you guys? Right now, I upload in 1080p at the standard 16:9 aspect ratio. And the reason I do that is because A, it keeps my file sizes down to a manageable level for the quality and amount of time and amount of work I'm willing to put into this channel right now. And B, it also keeps my editing and uploading times much lower as well. The jump from 1080 to 4K as far as file size and rendering time is massive. So right now I'm doing 1080, 16:9. It seems to be doing okay. I've even fixed the problem with my ultra-wide monitor. Instead of trying to fix it in OBS, I just turned the default display settings on my ultra-wide to what would essentially be 2K, but 16:9. And then when I render it out in 1080p at 16:9, it comes out just fine. No issues there. So if you're interested in ultra-wide, I don't think most people would be, as most people don't have ultra-wide monitors, but some of my Star Citizen fans might. Or if you're interested in either 2K or 4K, let me know. I'm starting to guess, though, that I think 1080 is probably the sweet spot for a good while. All right, where are we at now? Oh, there's lots of mazy-looking ones here. Lots of right angles. We're in front of the pagoda. I don't know what it's actually called. Monastery. Wait a minute, stary. I thought it was S-T-A-R-Y for monastery. Now I gotta Google this. Oh, there's a cool one in the void of the trees there. Let me Google how to spell monastery, because I feel stupid right now. Monastery. It is E-R-Y. Look at that. I always thought it was A-R-Y. Good thing I didn't make the title of this episode Monastery. Once again, avoiding the trees. Pretty cool. Gotta be standing at just the right spot. Now, I did see the lines here. I think I traced maybe 1 or 2 of these, but I just didn't feel like trying to find all of these with the roots here. I can't believe I've been spelling monastery wrong my whole life. All right. So you have to do this one probably before you lift that up, right? Well, I guess not. It seems to go high enough. It may not be an issue. 20 here. So all of them seem to have around 20 or so. And how many did they say there was? 130? Something like that? Just a ton. I remember here. Is it once again the tree? Yep, it is. That one was tough to see, to be honest. I guess if you saw the endpoint over here, you could kind of figure out how to position yourself to trace that. Monastery. I kept calling it a pagoda. I'm so sorry. Pathway. I did see the pathway was a circle, so I knew that was an an environmental puzzle, but just didn't bother with trying to line it up. I think maybe I did this side. If I didn't, I at least saw it. Where is this one? Oh, just below us. Okay, so it's the fence. Easy enough. Yeah, you could wander over this game for weeks, if not months, looking for all of these. That one was simple enough, as well as the one on the stairs in front of it. There's probably different variations of the stairs that I didn't do, but I know I did at least one of them like this, right? I don't remember if this is the one I did or not. Yeah, there's probably gonna be 3 or 4 up here. I believe I did this one with the little person reaching over. These were kind of cool to see the perspective / shadow art here. There's a bridge, I think. It's broken. A wine cup. I think I tried to do this one and couldn't for some reason. Does it need to be closing? Ah, that would make sense. Yeah, I see now. There's a little piece of yellow there. Ah, okay. So yeah, you would have to do it as it is closing. Okay, that one's creative. Another perspective on this one that I missed. So imagine playing this on a PlayStation. Don't remember if it was out for Xbox as well, but on a console, let's just say that. I think it would be a bit more difficult tracing these lines with an analog stick than it would be just moving your mouse, but I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. A lot of these have to do with the stairs. This one you can clearly see in the bottom right how that would kind of help you line up your perspective for this one. '20th one. Oh, I like that one. It's kind of the grass void there, and you'd have to line up the foliage on the outside to line that up. That's kind of cool. I like that one. You can actually see it illuminate because you're standing right beside the obelisk for that one. Where is this? Oh my goodness, there's so many of these. We've been recording for almost 40 minutes now. I think there's an hour long of these. You guys are getting a super bonus episode of somebody else's content that I'm just talking over. So you got to be far away to draw that one. I've tried to draw that one several times, but I was not far enough away. Town obelisk again. This is at the very beginning? It is at the very beginning. Oh, look at that. That one's cool. That one's pretty cool. I'll give you that. I don't know if I ever would have found that one, but it's pretty cool. Where are we at now? At the beginning. Yeah, you can see that around the planter there. Garden, I guess. And what else are we looking at? Oh, the sky. I just now saw that. Ah, pretty cool. So I think these are meant to give you that, oh crap, I just missed all of this stuff that was right in front of my face when I first started playing, right? You can draw this one There are arrows there. This is a puzzle to do. Did I not see this puzzle at all? What does that do? Illuminates the floor? Which I also didn't see. Okay, so this is just a whole puzzle that I just missed. Oh, but it gives you a chance to draw a line to join these together. I see. Okay, cool. This is one looking over the port. Yes, I knew there was one here. I didn't know which perspective to get to actually draw that. Just like there's one, that orange one with the orange connex in there. So here's one, you draw the boat and draw it. So go around the dock here, it looks like. And yeah, all the way there. Then there's the orange one just above that I don't think I ever got to line up correctly. Pathway. Ah. Pretty cool. Didn't see that one. Also, at this point when I was up here, I wasn't looking for these. This is how you get the ending number 2, I believe. I think there's 3 endings, if I'm not mistaken. One is for, like, getting every single puzzle correct. I may be wrong on that. Does this count as an EV, this one here, that opens up this gateway? I guess so, because it does move. I guess you could close this by redoing the panel. This one I believe we did. It was not fun. You can actually mess it up, as we learned. I believe this was when I was done with the environmental puzzles. Once I did this one, I was like, you know what? This is tedious. And I think this is around the time I asked you guys the question if it's absolutely necessary to do these. And I think the unanimous answer was no, it's not. It's more of a completionist thing. If there is a third ending, however, then maybe I guess that wouldn't be exactly honest. I guess you would need to do them all to see all of the endings and all of the content. So there's the reflection version. I don't know if I did that or not. I think I noted that I saw it, but I don't know if I actually traced it. Pretty much the same thing as up top, just in the reflection, right? There we go. 30 of these. Quite a bit. Oh, this is back in the challenge area. This counts as the town. I guess it does. Oh, look at that. I never noticed that. I guess it does because you come up near the windmill. Not too far from here. Alright, now we're going to do this orange one. I remember opening this door. That extends the orange out. I guess I just tried it from the wrong direction. Easy enough, I guess. Town Square, looking at the tower. We did a bunch of these. I remember doing these. I think I got them all, but I could have missed one or two, I'm sure. You had to go around and stand at various positions underneath these scaffolding pathways, in order to line them up just as this individual's doing here. Yeah, I did quite a few of these, if I remember correctly. I don't know how many I got total. There wasn't really like a stats screen or anything at the end. The game just kind of shut off after the dude went to sleep in the garden. I don't know if that was supposed to tell me anything, but I certainly didn't get much from it. But I am a simple man. Be a simple kind of man. Alright, so another one of these. Alright, this one you had to turn the room red. I believe I did this one, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I've put 2 and 2 together on this one and actually drew it. Yep, because I remember having to go up here, get the right vantage. So I think I did it. I don't remember if I did or not, though. So I guess the way to actually do these would be to go to the obelisk, draw the designs, and then walk around the area near the obelisk looking for that design, right? I did not do the green one like this. Ah, I didn't see that ball on the side. Okay, pretty cool. Didn't do the green one. Ooh. Okay. Is it underneath? It is underneath. All right, I did not see this one for sure. Next. We're having to move this. Why? Why are we moving this? We gotta move the laser? To the cloud that turns it... What? Okay, this one. This one for sure is obtuse. I definitely don't know if I would have got that one. I would never have thought to point the laser at the cloud. I think I did this one, or a variation of it. Following the walls is obvious enough, right? Here's another variant of that. That's the hole above the movie theater. Don't think I did this one in particular, but it wouldn't have been hard to find, I don't think. And here's yet another. Strangely enough, these are part of the town, but the windmill was not. Okay, here is that eclipse video. Oh, we're at the back of the screen? Behind it. Oh.
How many of you here have
I didn't think to do that.
witnessed a total eclipse of the sun? To stand one day
Oh, it
in
turns
the shadow
black.
of the moon is one of my
You
humble
gotta
goals.
wait for it to come on the other side as black, don't you? Yeah, no. This one takes some dedication, doesn't it? You gotta stand there like this for 58 minutes. Nah, that is... It's cool, but it's also insane. And let me guess, that little eclipse is going to be the very end of it. Oop, there it is. Okay, that's insane. Are there going to be any more obtuse than that one? There's another video one.
The people who have that.
And the eclipse video one, they make you watch the whole video too, because you got to start at the beginning, loop it around, and end at the end.
Interpretations of the world.
Oh, you got to match his...
Talking. Than about the world he's talking about.
Okay, yeah, this is crazy too.
Second-hand views of the world. Made third-hand by your interpretation of them.
You got to match a page in the
Things like
book.
As opposed to
That's pretty cool. I don't think I would have gotten that one, but that is pretty cool.
goes to build up uranium or you.
All right, that one kind of blew my mind. The eclipse one, I kind of knew that was probably part of it, but I thought it was part of this window we were seeing here, but maybe
Easier to take, isn't it?
that is. Oh, that's how you do that one.
Because it removes the reassuring crutches.
All right, these are cool. These video ones are pretty cool. A lot of them have to do with this first guy.
This stuff's easier
Green.
to take, isn't it? Understandable. Got people.
I see.
This scientific knowledge is hard to take because it removes the reassuring crutches.
That's pretty cool. I like these video ones.
Only what is demonstrably true about the world.
All right. This is that one. Oh. Oh. Wasn't that special? Okay. All right. So that's it. That is all of the environmental / obelisk puzzles, 135 of them in The Witness. And I got to be honest, I don't think I ever would have found them all on my own. For sure, that's not going to be the case. I would have lost my sanity long into it. Just be thankful I made it through the challenge area. Once again, we're going to shout out this channel, Team Place, right here, 120 subscribers. Let's see if we can't help them out for their awesome video with 73,000 views, but only 120 subscribers. I don't know if they're putting out anything new. It looks like they just got one video. But you know what? That's a heck of a video, isn't it? All right, so let's at least go give them a thumbs up. And thanks for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, please let me know if you wish for me to do more reaction type videos. If you don't want me to do it, also tell me as well. Stay tuned for the next series. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.